One of the unique features of SELF.BI is the ability to transform data after the extraction process. Let me introduce you to Blender. With Blender, it is possible to unite databases from different sources, creating a single view for reading your media, analytics, and insights data. First, you must have flows created, as they are the starting point of Blender. Check in your data flow the flows you want to group. They must be in healthy status. In this example we will group 4 flows. One from Google Ads, the second from TikTok Ads, the third from LinkedIn Ads, and the fourth from Google Analytics. Just like a flow, we need to define a destination for our Blender. In Output, create and configure an output. In this example, we will create an Excel output. Let's go to the SELF.BI home page and select Flow Blender. Now click New Blender. Set a name for your Blender and click the Next button. Now, you must select the flows that will be part of this Blender. Remember we defined 4 flows? Let's add them here. Done. Flows are added. Click Next. Like a flow, the first extraction from a Blender must be run manually. Just click Next. Now we need to indicate the output we created as the destination of our Blender. Now click Next and save. Done. The first part of Blender construction is complete. The second and last step in the Blender construction is to indicate to SELF.BI the way you want to union the data. Let's do it. In your Blender, click on the Blender icon. When the new window is loaded, we can notice that the 4 selected flows appear here, with its column headers. Let's say that for this Blender we want to build a new database, where the first column will be the account name. Just select the header account name from any of the source databases. Note that the account name headers from 2 databases were automatically loaded, the blue one from the Google Ads database, and the purple one from the LinkedIn Ads database, because the account name has exactly the same name in these 2 databases. Okay. But what about the data for account name in the other 2 databases that have different header names for this type of data? Simple. Just locate the referring column in the other databases and drag and drop to the desired location. In the case of the TikTok Ads database, the field similar to account name is the advertiser name field. Let's drag and drop it under the others. Let's do the same thing for the Google Analytics database. In this case, the correspondent field is property name. Let's drag and drop this field as well. Done. The first column of our first Blender is created. Let's build a few more columns. The second column we want is the campaign name field. When clicking in campaign name, since 3 databases have this column name, 3 columns are automatically loaded to our Blender. For the Google Analytics database, the correspondent column is session campaign name. Let's drag and drop this column to complete our second column in our Blender. Moving forward, let's now select some media metrics, such as impressions, clicks, and media spending. It's okay if 1 or more databases don't have matching values for all your columns. You can simply leave your columns with as many values as you want. In the case of media spending, we also need to make adjustments using the drag and drop function. Let's say now we want some Google Analytics specific data to be part of our Blender. Just click to add it. For now, these are the columns we want in our Blender. But wait. If you include a column by mistake, like the active users column that we don't want in this analysis, simply delete it from the Blender. This is also applies for fields inside the columns, like this one from Google Ads, conversions, that I don't want it in conjunction with Google Analytics conversions. Just delete it. You can also rename the columns, for example, from spend to media spend. Now that we have everything we want, just save the Blender and that's it. It's done. Let's now run our Blender, by clicking in the play icon. Our Blender is now processing. Let's wait for the results. You are going to receive an email when your Blender finishes its processing. If you choose the output as a file, like we did, you can download it directly from the email. Let's open our Excel file and check the results. You can see that all the columns we created are available in the database, and a new column, called flow name, has been added to the end of the data, to control which flow the information refers to. Blender is a game-change utility offered by SELF.BI, saving hundreds of hours of error-prone manual work. Thanks for using SELF.BI.